All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to our trainer for the night. The trainer for the night is making money time. It's time for MMT. We got to make this money and be ready. We want to take the time that we have and make sure that we're absolutely spending the time that we have right so that we can build our income. I like to say this, so we can go to work full-time and build our fortune part-time. So we're going to make sure that we give full advance to our business so everybody can understand that during these times that we're going to be out there making money and getting this business done right, okay? So we're going to get started with money making time. So let me tell you what money making time is not. Money making time is not making fancy cards or business cards when you can just order them in 5 links, or you can take time and do something else. That's not money making time. Do not try to get the best looking office in the world. Don't try to reorganize your office, put all these pretty pictures up. That's not money making time. Going to your meetings without guests. This is not money making time. This is the time where you want to show off your business to all the people that you've talked to over this time frame. So you want to make sure every time you go to the meeting, you want to have guests at the meeting. You want to make sure every time that you go to the meeting, you want to have guests at the meeting. With that being the case, if you have guests at the meeting, what's going to happen to the team? They're going to bring guests to the meeting. So we want to make sure that we have guests at our meeting. So let's tell you what money making time is. One-way prospecting is not money making time. This is what this means. This means you talk to somebody and you give out your information with your 5 link information, but you fail to get the information in return from them. That's not money making time. That's just crazy. That's you wasting your money. I know the cars only cost pennies that you spent time doing, but that's still money wasted. So we want to make sure that you're doing money making time. Now, this is what we do. This is what we do. Our company simply do these things that I'm about to talk about. Throughout our company, all we do is acquire customers, acquire business partners, take the new acquired business partners through a quick start training and a game plan training for all our new IMRs. Then we do presentations. We attend 5-link business presentations. We conduct 5-link business presentations, and then we do one-on-ones, PBRs, BOMs, whenever necessary. That's money making time. We dial for dollars, meaning there's different things that we can dial for, where we take an hour. We set a time frame every day or once a week to where we're going to make certain phone calls or talk to people about one specific topic. We attend training, local, regional, national, and you're going to earn while you learn. Earn while you learn. This is money making time. Now, let's talk about acquiring customers. Now, our company is built basically on acquiring customers. I don't care what else you do in this company. You can make a fortune just you alone acquiring customers. I want to give you an example. When energy first came out, there was a young lady in Texas that went out and got 1 customer in energy. 1 customer. It was this massive company that she worked for. Her residual income went from being 0 to being $13,000 a month with 1 customer, 1 energy customer. So imagine your income going like that just for acquiring 1 customer. Acquiring customers is the name of our game. We are a customer gathering company. That's what we do. So customer acquisition goals is 1. Knock the task of getting your customers out of the way in the first 2 weeks. The company says all you got to do is get 25 customers for a lifetime of your business. And we're not talking about other companies that you've heard of where you have to keep maintaining your customer points or keep maintaining your monthly over customers or deal or whatever it's called. All we got to do is go out there and get 25 customers for the lifetime of your business. And you can do that in your first 2 weeks. Think about it. In your first day in business, you already got 8 to 10 customers. Now all you need to do is go get another 15. Very simple. And that's with you. Getting customers is a very system. A customer one-on-one. Get on your own services. Be your first and best customer. You set the bar for what the people you recruit will do. If you're not on all the services, then what makes you think your people are going to be on the services? People don't do what you do. They do what you do, but not what you say. If you're doing it, then they'll be on it. 60% of the reps that qualify in their first fast start bonus are 8 to 10 service customers themselves. 8 to 10, that means they converted all the services in their home to their 5-link business. If you on this and you're watching and you haven't converted all your customers in your house to your business, chances are you didn't get your quick start bonus. Get on your service your first day, first 48 hours. You want to switch your services over immediately and then get your check. At 10 points, you get $100. Get your first check just by switching your services over, and now you're saving money. Getting customers. Now you want to get customers. It's emotional versus logic. Use the words that work. Use the emotional words. Please, try, help. Use those words. And then the type of customers you want to gather are your red, greens, and rotten apples. Now, emotions versus logic. Now, this is a script that most of us could use, but you have to make this script your own. I can tell you that from experience. I don't sound like this is a script that I'm about to read, so I make the script my own. So you have to do the exact same thing. So you go out there and you ask somebody, hey, I need a huge favor. I just got started my own telecom business. Can you help me and try my services? That's a very simple thing, but you know who you are, so you just got to make it sound like you. All right? Using the scripts as conversational outlines, don't deviate too much, but put it in your own personality. The scripts was made to work. They made to work for you and everybody else. But here is the key to getting customers. You should always ask for referrals. You should always ask for referrals. No matter what's going on, if they become your customer, you ask them for a referral, because the next person may come that's referring, they may not only be a customer but a business partner. Small gestures like thank you cards and birthday cards go a long way with your existing customers. So it don't make no sense for you to get a customer and then lose them. Why not keep the customers that you have so you don't have to go out there and get new customers? You just add on to the ones that you already have. Now let's talk about the apples. All right, everybody on this phone, on this webinar, you have to be red apples, right? Well, not necessarily, because most people are supportive. They're going to tell you yes just to be your customer. Now, I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but how many of you are not in all of your customers? You don't have all your customers. You're not a red apple for your own business. I need you to know that. You want to say yes to all the services that you have in your home, and you also want to make sure that you go out there and talk to your reds about being your customers. Okay? You want to talk to all the people that's going to say yes, and you want to get with these people 80% of your time. Now, the green apples is probably what you are. They're supportive, but they have questions. You having questions, I don't know if I should do this. You know, I didn't have this Comcast cable for 10 years. Well, let me ask you something. When was the Comcast told you something like they gave you a check? Or when they didn't call you and you didn't pay your bill, that they didn't cut you off? Listen, Verizon calling people for owing them $25, and they're going to cut you off just for owing $25. They don't care about you. They just doing their job. They want their money. So you need to be, they're not loyal to you. Don't be loyal to them. Switch your services. You're going to give these people 20% of your time, and these type of people, you're going to go ahead after they ask 3 questions, just go on about your business. Don't give them your website and keep on going, because everything they're going to say is going to be smoke screens. They're going to be asked questions, are you legitimate? And, you know, just direct them to your website. Spend 20% with these people. And then rotten apples, they ain't going to worry about them. Now let's acquire some customers. Now, customers are the backbone of our business. Now, to have leverage, to go out there and build a business and have leverage where you could be earning income in your sleep. This is for you to go out there and acquire business partners. This is very key. So your job is to pique people interest. I want you to say this with me. Pique people interest. You want to have your prospect curious to want to learn. Now I'm going to tell y'all right now, the first thing you just heard me say was pique interest. Stop trying to tell the whole presentation. You're supposed to pique, not present. You pique interest, and then you get them to the next business opportunity meeting. You get them to a tool, a webinar. You get them to a phone call. You get them to something. Do not try to explain the opportunity, because you're going to miss something, and then they're not going to want to hear it from you. The less you say, the better off you in this business. Pique their interest, get them to the presentation. Stop presenting doing a peek. Your excitement and enthusiasm will go a long way, and you better believe when you're doing that, they're going to want to know what it is, but you're just going to simply say, hey, listen, I don't want to steal it for you. I want you to see it just like I did in its entirety. You got to be there. Stop trying to tell the information, because you're not going to get anywhere. All right. Make a list of everyone you know. That don't mean make a list of people in your phone that you choose that you want in your business. Make a list from everyone you know. One of the things I said before, you got to ask for referrals. Some people that you might have on your list that you know ain't going to be in your business, but that don't mean that they don't have a red in their lineup. That don't mean they don't have a Steve Carter in your lineup, or somebody like that in their lineup. So you want to make sure you put everyone on your list. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if your phone is not on your list, you wrong. You're supposed to pick your phone up. I don't care who you are on this call. Pick your phone up, start with A, and work all the way to Z, and put them on your list. I don't care what you do. Start with A and put them all on your list. Let me tell you what I did. I started, and I sent a text message to everybody in my phone. I started with Z and worked backwards, because I hardly can ever get to those people, so I started backwards. And my text simply said, hey, some new things happened in my life that I want to share with you. When do you have 30 seconds? I got so many responses, I had to stop at P. And this has been 2 weeks, and I still haven't gotten back up. So you want to put everybody on your list in your phone, and then every time you get around somebody, you want to pique their interest. You want to talk to somebody. A 10-minute conversation can turn to $10,000 to your business. Never miss out on the opportunity to promote your business, and always have tools, peak cards, magazines, brochures, business cards, etc., so you can promote your business. Always make sure you keep control of over the recruiting process. Always get the information of people you give your information or tools to. So if you give somebody a magazine, but you don't get their phone number or contact information, you just gave somebody a free magazine that's their bathroom. That's what you just did. So why would you do that? That just don't make no sense at all. So you want to make sure that you give this information out constantly, and always constantly be adding names to your list. Let me tell you something. One of the things that amateurs do when they do the business, and that we're all amateurs in this business, amateurs get afraid that they're going to run out of people on their list. But if professionals, day one, say, I'm never going to run out. And how they do that is they add people to their list every day. They add people to their list every day. You want to make sure that you're constantly adding people to your list, because this will make sure your business keeps going and going and going. Phase one consistently says acquiring customers and acquiring business partners. So you want to forever keep your business going. Now, the best part about acquiring business partners is establishing a rapport with potential prospects before you approach them about your five-link business. You want to talk to them. You want to have a conversation with them. You just don't want to run them off with 5 links. You know, you just want to find out who they are, where they're coming from, and what's next in their life. This is very important for a lot of people. Very
Hello? You got them calls forward to my phone because I'm waiting for him to phone.
Oh, I lost you? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. So let me go back, Lynch, and make sure that you understand that to establish a rapport with your potential prospects, you have to start talking to them and have a conversation with them. And you want to start talking to people about what we call form. It's family, occupation, recreation, and money. You want to ask them how their family doing. You want to find out how's work going for them. Last time they was on vacation, or to just see how well their finances is coming in. Let me tell you something about people. People tell you that he will or they will tell you what's going on in their life. All you have to do is open the door for them. That's it. Open the door for them and they will absolutely tell everything. And when they do, this is the door that opens for you to introduce them to something in the business. Now, here's what I want you to, I don't want you to go out and say, well, you need to see my business. No, you don't want to do that. That's not the time for that. You want to say, I feel you. I felt the same way, but I found something that may get you out of your situation. We need to get together. And you want to make sure you get their contact information. You want to exchange contact information with them, but you do not want to try to 5-link them on the spot. You want to get their information and go through the 2 steps to get the business going. Here's a peek. Do you keep your business options open for multiple streams of income? Here's a technical peek. Have you seen the new video phone that just hit Atlanta? Those are nice and everything, but how about this? How's your family doing today? That's good. Hey, man, you still working at so-and-so? Oh, you ought to be a manager there by now. No, man, not really. Really? What's going on? You got to be making big money. Man, I ain't making no money. As a matter of fact, they downsizing and I got a job cut. Man, I feel you. I felt the same way when I was working in the Navy and I had to get out the military. You know what I'm saying? Because they was cutting back, I was able to get out. But before I got out, I found something that kept me from going on the unemployment line or getting a job that I didn't want to get. Man, for real, what is that? Look, man, now is not a good time, but let's get together. Let me get your contact information. Now, that's how you're supposed to build a rapport with people, because this is a relationship building business. You don't want to slam them with 5 links. You don't want to throw it in their face all of a sudden. But when acquiring customers, you want to ensure that you're building relationships with the tools that you have. Other tools that you have are magazines, 5-link magazines. Listen, that magazines that we have that 5-link gives out is absolutely incredible. The last regional, they gave out these pamphlets that told you everything about every product and service that we have. It was absolutely incredible that we were able to have and see all these products through this one little thing for regional. I wish I would have had some more. I only had 5 and I done gave them out already. But if I had more, it would have been absolutely incredible. You want to have brochures, you want to have letterhead stationaries, and peak cards. Peak cards have phone numbers on them to ask simple questions, 1-line questions with a number on it, a fast number on it, and then you make sure they get back with you. But these are the things you want to have in your arsenal to peak somebody. The other thing is, once you get the people in the business, once they see the opportunity for themselves and they find out this is something that they want and they're willing to do, because there's only 2 questions that they got to answer at the end of the presentation. Question number 1 is, does it make sense? When you ask the people, does it make sense, and they say yes, they halfway there. Question number 2 is, am I willing to do it? You answer those 2 questions, a prospect answer those 2 questions for you, you were right there 99% of the way getting them started. The last percent that you need is to fill that application out and get them in the system. This is an absolute thing about this business. You're not selling the business. The business takes care of itself. Only thing we got to do is get people into the room. Okay? Now, when you're doing a quick start, you want to use a 707 document. The quick start should take anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. However, you want to take longer than that doing this quick start. You want to make sure you tap out an hour with the person that you're working with, because after you do the quick start, you want to go ahead and sit down and help them convert their services during this quick start session. So here's what you want to do. The 4 objectives to the quick start is to 1, identify the new IMR's why. Why did you get started in this business? What's going to keep you going in this business nonstop for the rest of the time that you're in this business to get you to the millionaire spot that you want to be in? What's going to get you going there? That's question number 1. Question number 2. You want to go ahead and make sure that each new IMR gets qualified on their own services. Absolutely important. You want to make sure that your new IMR is qualified day 1 in the business. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is important. For everybody that don't understand this, the only way that the CABs, the customer acquisition bonuses, are released is not when a person joins the business, but when that person get customers in their business. That's when the cabs are released. So the money that you see from $25 to $175, that's not released until that person gets qualified. So the $249 that we all pay to join the business, $225 of that goes back to the field. And I like to say this every day. If we don't get people qualified, guess what? Craig Jarrett been getting paid. Every person that don't get qualified, he getting $249 and we get nothing. So we got to make Craig Jarrett and Jason Gook and all them pay us for going out there and doing the work. So we have to get people qualified day 1. You want to schedule a grand opening for that person within 5 to 7 days, and you want to get your IMR scheduled to attend all the local events and the next Super Saturday for training. All right? You want to make sure you do this. When you plan your game plan for your first 30 days, now you want to plan this out, right? You want to have a 30-day plan, you want to have a 60-day plan, and a 90-day plan. Within the first 48 hours, you want to get everybody qualified, and then you want to make sure that plan goes into work, starting with that first weekly meeting next with that PBR. So you want to start that planning out like that. But you want to make sure that you have a 30-day game plan with the 707 already function out. Then you want to spend time making it clear the plan of action for the next 30 days with your new business partner, okay? Now, game plan, first thing you want to do is get your new business partner paid. You want to get them paid. It takes 10 points to get your new business partner paid. 10 points in your business gets your new business partners paid. That's $100. A new IMR gets your business partner paid after they get qualified, okay? You want to get them paid. Make sure your new IMR gets 6 to 8 customers of their own. This is very important. This is very important. When we go in and we get our new customers with our new business partners, you want to make sure they get their own customers, and you want to make sure that they go out there and do and go through the ordering process. You know, most people do what you do, not what you say. If you don't have the products and services yourself, how can you share that information with somebody else? So it's very important that you get those people on their own customers so they can go out there and do the business. Now, sometimes business partners new, not understanding what to do, they're going to want to do it their way. You want to make sure you guide them into the right direction so they can maximize all the points and the money that they're going to get with the company, okay? Make sure that grand opening is on the books and that'll lead them to more people. Confirm the dates for your grand opening and review for the host, how to host a PBR. Make sure any new business partner is committed to coming out to all the training and to get registered for the international event. Let me tell you something. I've been to these international events, and without a shadow of a doubt, they're the best thing that the company has to offer as far as training. Seeing the people that's doing the business, seeing the people that's going in over and over and over again, building this incredible company, building their own business within the company, and everybody knows that this company is on a crash collision course to become a multi-billion-dollar company. All we got to do is get plugged into the system, and we know what's going on. Absolutely incredible what this international events will do to you. Review the filing virtual office, IMR website, and the procedures with your new business partner so they can know what's going on for their new game plan. Now, when it comes to presentation, I would like to say this. When you stand up, your money goes up. So you want to go and attend as many presentations as you can. And again, do not go to a presentation by yourself. Take a guess. One-on-ones for new business partners should be two-on-ones until you get comfortable sharing the information. A PBR is very simple. You can gather people and you can just put a DVD in and push play. At the end of the PBR, you can call one of your uplines on your GSP-10 or on your cell phone and put it on speaker and let him close your meeting out. He or she close your meeting out. And then you want to make sure you know how to facilitate the filing presentation. You must learn to present the filing opportunity. The day you stand up is the day that your check goes up. So you got to learn from day one that your goal is to be in front of a room presenting the opportunity. Okay? In the beginning, you don't have to get up and present. You can sit down and watch the video along with the people that's in the room because you're just starting. But let me tell you, the day you stand up is the day that your money going to go up. The PBR is the best way to grow your business because it's personal. You don't have to worry about a whole lot of people unknown in your room, and more than likely invite people into your house. The beautiful part about a PBR, it creates massive momentum for your business over and over again. You can have as many PBRs as you want. You can have 4, 5, 6 of them on a Saturday. You can have 3 or 4 of them on a Monday. You can have 6 of them on a Tuesday. A PBR is nothing but you getting together in a private area with somebody, whether it's at your house or lunch, but it can create massive momentum in your business. Serious business builder, you get it in the dens and the living rooms of the world, and they build their business phenomenally. You can use the PBR as the first look. Listen to what I'm saying. You can use the PBR as the first look. The next thing you want to do is you want to move the person to the next look, which is probably a BOM in your area. Always have a flyer or something to give to your guests to promote your local BOM or the next time the business meeting or Super Saturday is coming up. The weekly BOM, this builds the vision of the filing opportunity. They saw it at your house. They seen it on one-on-one with you. Now you're going to take them where there's a room of people that's building this business and is bigger than they can ever imagine now. So now when they're looking at it, they're not looking at it in just your household or just on your computer screen, or they're not looking on it in a one-on-one at their house looking at it on a webinar. They're actually in tune with this thing and they understand what's going on. When you attend the BOM, it should be habit, not a hobby. You should go to your BOMs faithfully. Every week you should be at your BOMs. In some places they got 2 BOMs in that week. In that city, you should be at those. And you should have guests at all those. You have 2 times the fun. And with a PBR, there's 3 meetings that you can have a week. Plan to attend every BOM and then treat your business like a business, not a hobby. Now, I want to stop and say something about this. Although this business costs $400 for us to get in, this business by all means is not a $400 business. This is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, a multi-billion-dollar business, and you have a multi-million-dollar business inside of it. So you need to treat your business like it's a $1 million business. Don't treat it like a $400 business, because guess what? The way you treat it, that's what you're going to get out of it. So treat it like what it is, a $1 million business, and you're going to get so much more out of your opportunity. All right? Now, when you at these presentations, you want to make sure you're using the news clips, the company video. We have third-party credibility. Use the presentation handouts, and you want to make sure that the PBR filing DVD is loud. You want to play the slides and everything so people can see what we're doing. Now, I want you to understand that this presentation, you can do it. You earn income. Your income will hit levels you never dreamed possible when you start presenting the opportunity. You are now in complete control of your destiny. Never let somebody else take control of your destiny. Be in complete control of your destiny, but you have to learn the business from step 1 to step 3. You just can't join the business and start presenting. You have to understand how to master peaking and passing, master the 3-way call, then you're going to master presentations. But until you get to that point, you want to take it slowly, step by step by step, earn while you learn, and build an incredible business. You are going to be bad before you are good. You're going to be good before you are great. But eventually, you're just going to become awesome. Keep that in mind. Now, once a week, you should, if not every day, depending on what your time schedule, you should do what's called dialing for dollars. Every week, you must dial for dollars. You must carve out time every week to do your phone work or follow-ups with your prospect. Your fortune is in your ability to follow up. I'm going to say that again. Your fortune is in your ability to follow up and follow through. Keep this in mind. You have to be able to follow up and follow through in your business. Set your week up right and don't be at the weekly BOM without guests. This means on Sunday, you sit down, you carve out an hour, and you put some names down on a piece of paper of people you want to talk to during that week to get them to the BOM. All the people you met over the weekend that you met last week, you want to make sure that you get them and invite them to the BOM. You want to look at the people that you spoke to that you didn't get in contact with, where they said call them back, and you want to follow up with them. The people that you talked to 3 or 4 months ago that they said they wasn't interested, you want to call them back and say, hey, listen, just want to see how you was doing. You know, what's going on with you these days? Follow up, because 4 months ago they wasn't interested, but now maybe something changed in their life. Are you with me? So you want to make sure you follow up and follow through. You want to work your list. Start at the bottom of your list and work all the way up. Make sure you have guest experts to confirm anybody on your list. Confirm your guests 3 to 4 hours prior to the event, and make a note on your calendar for all persons who are supposed to attend the events on that day. They agreed to attend with a proper follow-up. Now, your area local events are very important. Local Super Saturdays should take place at least 2 to 4 times in your market for training. Training teaches new business partners the fundamental of growth and success in their filing business. It teaches what we were just talking about: acquiring customers, acquiring business partners, PBRs, team etiquette, products and services, and other business-related topics. So you want to get locked into your training. The power of training is knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. You want to be trained to filing partners to have potentially become leaders. Knowledge with the duplication of our system through your business. If you train people the way you came up, it will duplicate. And when it's duplicatable, your business will grow. Without a shadow of a doubt. If it's duplicatable, your business will grow. All right? Attend all the local meetings, regional and national training events, and make sure that your team is at the nationals. Your team is at the nationals. One thing I've seen over the last couple of nationals, when somebody show up by themselves, guess what? Nothing really happens in their business. But when they show up with 2 or 3 people, the next time around, they have 4 or 5 people. The next time around, they got 10 to 15 people. The next time around, they got 40, 50 people at these national events, because they're going back and people, and what they're saying by themselves in the beginning is starting to click because somebody else has seen what they were talking about. Now you're going to have massive momentum coming out of a national event to build your business. In conclusion of Money Making Time, I want y'all to understand that this is a part-time business that's going to produce you full-time income. You just have to be prepared for that full-time income. You just can't be sitting around. You just can't just, think it's going to come to you. You fooling yourself. You have to get up, get out, and get something and build your business. The efforts lies on you. You have to stay focused. You have to stay committed. You have to do this with persistency and consistency. And best of all, you got to know how to love what you do. And I want you to understand when I say that. Imagine this. Right now, you're getting up out your bed every morning to go to work, or whenever time you go. They pay you tools and fuels. Now imagine where you go to work and you making $1,500 every 2 weeks. Now imagine you make a national director and 10 people join your business on Monday. 10 people join your business on Monday, and on Friday you got a check for $1,400. The following week, 10 people join your business on that next week, and now you got another check for $1,400. Now you made $1,500 on your job, but in your spare time, on your fortune, you made $2,800, and you didn't even work 1/4 of the time. So stop being so concerned about your job and start working on your fortune. See, I'm going to job to work on my lifestyle, but in my part time, I'm working on my fortune. Keep that in mind. Stay focused on your efforts and activity. Spend your time doing things that yield you check. Get paid doing this business. Make your business your habit and not your hobby. Stop getting ready to do file links and do it. Don't go in there and try to fix your office up. Don't go in there and then get on the computer doing something else. Do your business. Treat this business like it's a multi-million-dollar business. If you was at your job and you was sitting around goofing off and your company president caught you, or your lead supervisor caught you, eventually they're going to fire you. Well, guess what? This is your business. The only person that can hire you is you. But the beautiful part about this thing, if you fire you tonight, tomorrow you can rehire yourself and you can make a massive amount of income. So with that, I'm just going to say thank you for joining me on this Money Making Time training. I'm going to open it up for anybody that have any questions for anything I just said. So the call is open. You can answer any questions. Anybody have any questions? Nobody have any questions? Well, I really appreciate everybody being on this call, and I'm going to get off this call. So if you have any questions about anything, I'd like to thank you for being on the call. Let's make some money together. I can tell you like this. Although we are champions in this business and we raising from the fire like the phoenix, we are all on a diamond rush. The group of people that we trying to reach the top of this company. So we in the Diamond Rush group, and we're going to get there together. I can tell you right now that without you guys, we can't get there. Without me and you guys, Samantha can't get there, and Ron can't get there, and Lee Lemons can't get there, and guess what? John O. Jones can't get there. So we have to do this as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, and we have to build this thing together. So with that said, everybody have a wonderful night. God bless you, and we'll see you at the beaches of the world and at the banks. God bless.